The Richard and Helen DeVos Foundation is sunsetting after 54 years. The family says it's an intentional move, adding that the foundation was not meant to live on forever.
The late couple wanted to make as much of an impact as possible in their lifetime, something they did, donating $1.1 billion in that half century and supporting more than 1,000 nonprofits. Now, they had 5 main areas of focus: faith, arts and culture, education, economic development, and healthcare.
The DeVos Foundation has clearly made its mark on Grand Rapids' medical mile, but perhaps most poetically, the Richard DeVos Heart and Lung Center. Fox 17's Sam Lanstra has the story of the billionaire's high-risk heart transplant.
In 1997, Rich DeVos was sick, very sick, suffering from heart disease, strokes, and heart attacks. He needed a new organ. But what surgeon would take on a case like his? Doctors called his recovery miraculous, and that miracle led to a life-saving gift in Grand Rapids.
I would say that Rich DeVos,
remembered as a people person,
is not someone that loses faith easily.
Rich DeVos found a friend in the emergency room.
Unfortunately, he was quite old at that time.
The billionaire co-founder of Amway was having a heart attack, his second.
Hours and hours talking about living and dying. Pretty special relationship, and we had fun.
In the years that followed, cardiologist Dr. Richard McNamara and another doctor made calls to U.S. transplant centers. They had a candidate in his 60s with a large right ventricle, a history of surgeries, and a rare blood type, AB positive.
He was planning on building a sailboat so that he could travel around the world. And I was planning on him maybe not surviving for another couple months.
The case, too risky for any American.
I'd say that was the beginning of a miracle.
But UK-based surgeon Dr. Magdi Yakub took the chance on DeVos.
He looked at Rich, Rich looked at him, they both sized each other up. They both decided that each was up to the task.
The now 71-year-old would match with a 39-year-old woman also awaiting a transplant.
He ended up receiving a heart that would have gone into the wastebasket.
Staring down death, DeVos won with a successful surgery.
An incredible will to live.
And while in the hospital, later met the woman whose bad but still beating heart saved his life.
Almost a novel.
The philanthropist lived for another 20 years.
You could hardly write this story.
At one point becoming the oldest living person with a heart transplant in the world.
Even times when there is no hope, maybe there is hope.
Ever the entrepreneur, when DeVos left London's Harefield Hospital, he not only took home a new clock, but connections too.
It's been said that Rich taught our area, especially taught people with means, how to give.
Founded with a significant donation from the Richard and Helen DeVos Foundation.
Whether it's lung or heart or kidneys.
Came the Richard DeVos Heart and Lung Transplant Center.
They know what a transplant means, and it means life again.
In 2010, the program received a certificate of need.
Very early on, we realized we had to build an entire infrastructure.
Performing its first transplant that same year, with a surgeon from DeVos's procedure in the operating room.
We didn't want to just do a few transplants. We wanted to be a world-class transplant center.
By 2012, 20 patients had received new hearts.
That is the vision and certainly the fingerprints of Rich and Helen.
By 2022, the program was doing 20-plus transplants per year.
You don't have health care. You really don't have a community.
Built on a borrowed heart.
What's the health care that you would want to have for your family? And you'd want to have all of this.
In total, the Richard DeVos Heart and Lung Transplant Center has performed 359 lung transplants, and just last night did its 216th heart transplant. While the DeVos Family Foundation is sunsetting, the center it supported is here to stay. For now in studio, Sam Lanstra, Fox 17 News.